My name is Dyanketo. I will be performing Berserk Boy for you right now, but I'm still, kind of doing a little bit of setup. So, kind of trying this. I lost count because of the introduction, but that's fine. Let me just actually abort the mission and let's get back to the actual thing. So, yeah, while I'm ready to set up for the run, is there anything the host would like to say?
Yes, I definitely have something that I wanted to read out. We have a €20 donation from Naomi, our previous runner. Yes, it reads, "Money for the kickflips. Looking forward to seeing Dyanketo conquer Berserk Boy." And that donation went to the incentive for Devil May Cry for the legendary cutscene of Dante and Trish. We're €60 away from reaching that incentive, so who knows, we might get it.
All right, pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready. Let's see, play modern. Oh, no, I went too fast. Never mind. Let me reset that for a second. Because, of course, that goes wrong at the moment you're trying to do it. Let's see. Because I'm normally used, you have to wait 5 seconds for it to delete the game. So when I actually start the game, you create a new slave file. This time, however, it said play with infinite retries instead of modern. I guess I had a double because I'm not trying to do a new game plus. Okay. Okay, same issue again. Anyway, while I'm trying to set this up, let me talk to you about the game a little bit. This is Berserk Boy. The thing I'm trying to do right now is set up. This is K. You've seen in the introduction a couple of times. And K is a teleporter, and as a teleporting business, he runs around from gate to gate that allow him access to warp to different locations. Okay, so now that this one works, I'm ready for the countdown and start the game. So, were we all good? Okay, I'll start the countdown, and 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, like I just mentioned, we're going to skip a couple of cutscenes here. You see it about the loading screen. I'm not trying to do it too fast. Sometimes it can get a little stuck. But yeah, this is Kay. He has this teleporting power. He works in New Hope City, the city he's trying to, keep safe as much as possible. And right off the bat, you can see it's a lot of platforming. It's the tutorial. We have a couple of grind rails. And that's a quick corner jump right there. The corner jump allows you, as you can see, to skip certain corners here and there. And then we hit the checkpoint mark. Oh no! Something is going wrong! Oh no! It's the classic. And suddenly we are accompanied by a bird. And the bird is called Fior. And Fior is an amazing bird because he carries us. I have never heard of a bird that can carry my weight. Let alone, run around and do my thing. So yeah, Fior is actually really useful. Because as you can see, Fior gives us the ability to dash. And while Fior unlocks more and more abilities, we're trying to dash and get to the next checkpoint. So we're going to skip this guy right here. We're saving citizens who are under attack by the evil shades. There's a dark energy in this world. And dark energy causes it to spawn a lot of shades and these monsters. So we're going to save them as much as possible. As you can see, I'm using the teleport option right away. What we're doing is we're releasing don't touch me, don't touch me. This is a no touching zone for me. But yeah, we're releasing resistance members so that we can open up the gates. Some of them are gate locked, but don't worry, that's the only gate lock we're going to see because we're going to skip basically all the other gate locks. So I'm making my way through this, avoiding a couple of enemies here and there, mostly grind railing my way through, a la, couple of Sonic styles, bump on the enemy here, quick dash here, quick dash there, and voila. So this is the first introduction to the point of the game where it introduces you to your powers, which you've just unlocked, but your body is not really accustomed to your full power up. So you're basically struggling. The suit itself, the Berserk powers you've just gained through a special orb, causes it to go Berserk. I didn't write this pun, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, he tells me to focus on it and then take full control, breathe, take in control of your nerves, and then with an instant quick move, you eliminate all the shades. And that looked really cool. We can do that too. But yeah, now it's actually the part where we really dive into the game. So we're skipping a lot of explanations here, which talks about currency in the game, like these blue orbs. They refill Berserk energy. If you look at the top left part of the screen, you can see I have a little bit of health there. I have a little bit of Berserk energy, and I have dash energy, as I call it, which allows you to, go fast. So I am, besides being a battery of my own, I actually have like superpowers that I can activate, like the special move that the game introduces you with. So right off the bat, the Berserk suit, as you can see, gives us a lot of powers. Mainly the power to dash. So what I'm trying to do is, while I'm trying to dash a lot, is dive here and there. There are a couple of boxes in the way, such as, classic boxes. You need to use a power dive to get through them, or a couple of attacks, heavy attacks. So right off the bat, we're dashing all over the place. Ooh. Come over here, come over here. Yeah, good. But the thing is, it's quite tricky since I am doing a 3-shot route, which is, I'm just going to say it's scary because you have to have things go pretty well. Let's put it that way. Stalker Orb, no touching. Okay, so we've avoided the Stalker Orb. That's a big thing. Stalker Orb likes to touch me, and I have no idea why. Apparently, I must be a hot guy or something. But anyway, we're off, grabbing a couple of orbs here, diving right through, making our way. And as you can see, the corner hop is very useful also on enemies. Hang on, let me skip those. Oh, I'm having a bit of let's just say my controller is acting up as usual. So here we go, make it safe. That's Steve. Steve is a bit of a running gag because Steve is this guard dog that tries to prevent you to actually get there. But yeah, to get back on the couple of things, heart orbs, refresh your health. That's a gate, that's a teleport gate. Yeah. Let's get to the first boss of the first stage. This game has a lot of callbacks to a lot of different things. If you think Gunvolt, if you think Mega Man, you're already in the right location. Hopefully get the right RNG. Yes, we got it. This is actually good. So what he gives me right here is a pattern. I'm trying to get hit on the right amount of time. Okay, this should kill him off. Right, nice, perfect. Okay, so what happened here at this small little cutscene that we're skipping is this family is under attack by this boss spider, as I'm just going to dump him now. And you're going to save them. You use your teleport power and then warp them back to base. And you're going to be met with the commander. So this is basically how the game goes. You go through the game, you dash, you completely obliterate everything in your path. You gain your rank and you move on. Okay, loading. Okay, there we go. So even K in his regular form has a couple of uses here and there because it saves a bunch of energy, because the form is definitely faster. There's a couple of audio cues I'm listening to when I can grab them. But yeah, with that, this is a commander. Commander is like, yeah, you got this. This is amazing. You're excellent. And the commander is just like, I'm going to be standing and cheering you on from the sidelines. Good luck. That's it. That's your commander. Thanks, Commander. I could really use some help here. Some backup, some other teleporting powers. But no, we're moving on. So quickly moving on, a couple of enemies here and there. We're just going to skip them. We like to go fast in this place. So I'm going to, dash here, dash there. Ladder climb. The common trope in Mega Man is ladders are amazing, but bad. Oh, that works in this game too. K is like this uncanny ability to sometimes stick to things. So when it happens, it happens. It's okay. So moving on, we're skipping a couple of these barrels. You might have seen them from Donkey Kong and other games. They kind of work like the same thing like that. They propel you forward, and they instantly gain you to a new location. So we're skipping the gate there on the left. That's basically a safety checkup gate. Oh, come on. There we go. Hop on, Steve. Goodbye, Steve. We don't need you. So grab the teleport gate. And the function of a teleport gate is not only to give you Berserk energy, but also refill your health. So there's a couple of spots where you can do a couple of extra dashes. They're pretty tight, honestly, when you have to try and dash your way through. Ooh. Come on, controller. Function with me for a second. But yeah, we're doing a couple quick dives here. 1, 2, 3. That's it. There we go. And this is one of the few introductions where we're being introduced to gauntlets. These are going to be recurring themes through different stages, but we're not in the right form right now. And I'm talking about forms as if we can change forms. Yes, but I'll not spoil that for now. For now, let's just go Blitz, because Dizzy got captured. That is our childhood friend and researcher. And our childhood friend and researcher is kind of adamant about the situation. You know, lead researcher in Berserk energy, because this is not the only Berserk orb that is around. So we tracked down this Berserk orb. We gained its powers, but we have no complete full understanding that. So we need a researcher, Dizzy, which is, you know, the one we're trying to rescue right now. That's the one where we're going for. So right into these barrels, straight through an enemy. Nice. So what happened right here is this level is designed to basically make you go through the entire game and then teleport back. And as you can see, there's an actual lock on there because you haven't unlocked it. So, you know, you can avoid that one by pressing it. And yeah, with that, we are already at the boss of the second stage. Gives us a nice warning signal, you know. What are you doing here? I just disposed of you. Can you just go back to you know, where you came from? I just got rid of you. You have green flames. Ah. So yeah, that's also going to be a recurring theme. Bosses are going to be upgraded. Nice. This is actually pretty good RNG. He gave his flaming spinning pattern on the second one, but that's okay. If you can get really good RNG, you can save upwards to easily 30 seconds per boss. So on my PB, you can imagine it's going to be tough for me to beat since I got 4 RNG patterns in a good row, but that's okay. So taking a little bit of spike boost here because health is, you know, just a resource management. Quickly rail dashing a bit here. And with that, we are through to our second stage. Now, let me give you a little bit of an explanation. There are 15 stages in the N% run. So we're done with 2 already. So that should give you a bit of an idea of how the game is going to go. But, however, we are getting invaded while we are in the resistance base. This is the only time when we can actually warp to the danger itself. And the commander is like, help, Kay, we're being invaded, help us! And I'm just like, okay, I got a super suit. I'm a Superman. I'm a Berserk boy! Let's go for this. So we're bashing up the bad guys left and right. Ooh, let me be on the right side. I have to be on the left side of this guy because he has a shield, which gives him a certain amount of knockback. Let me do this. Bop, bop. There we go. And then the final 2, which ends up the first invasion. Because what do you know? There are more invasions after this. And this is a first shopping trip. This is Quinn. Hi, Quinn. Bye, Quinn. We don't need you anymore. Unless for the other 2 upgrades. She works on different kinds of suit. He, she. I forgot, honestly. But yeah, not important. Professor works on the suit. We are good to go. We're at our We are on our 3rd mission. And in it, you can see the boss here has kidnapped Dizzy. So we're going to go blazingly fast right off the bat. Let's see. And this part also is a tutorial to like, hey, you know, that spikes. That really small cutscene that you saw there, yeah, that was Dizzy. That was the boss, Henry, as I call him, holding Dizzy. And he's like, I'm holding her hostage. She has like this special research powers. I'm going to need this to upgrade my own suit. Which is, you know, a pretty good reference to Mega Man X7. I had to think for a second because he goes with a lot of burn jokes. The flame Heinard is especially egregious in this. Oh, hang on. Sometimes corners can also work against you. So while the power is really good, you know, to make a couple of good corner jumps, you're still stuck with your own speed. But yeah, with my 360 control, I am flying through this stage, making sure I time my dashes right there. Otherwise, I'm going to get all cycling here. Can I get this? Oh, almost. Okay, so we're going to skip with the barrel just a little bit. We take an intended damage boost, dash through this entire region, then quickly use wall climbs. Got it. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Nothing happened here. Just a little bit. But yeah, this spike wall is chasing me down, but, you know, we're dashing. We're pretty good on us. There's no way he's going to harm us, right? No way, right? Okay, we're good. Just a little bit of added tension. Here we go. Quickly down here. And as you can see, while we're traversing through all these things and dashing against these enemies and grabbing like these blue currency orbs, there's a couple of things on your way as well, like doors, elevators, buttons, and a lot of them are lightning activated. What I mean by that is that they are specifically... let me focus on the boss first. I'll explain that in a bit. Okay, let's hope. Henry, please, give us a good RNG pattern. We're on a pretty good roll here. Okay, whoa, we have a shot at this, guys. We have a shot at this. Take a bit of extra damage here. So I take damage so I can land a little bit faster and then initiate a new dash. So every time you see me do this, it basically boils down to I dash into something and then I use my electric lightning justice move, which does a lot of damage, as you can see. That's my main move to getting around. And he's like, oh, that was not so hot. His flames have been extinguished. That's literally his ending sentence as well. I feel so extinguished. Great voice actor, great voice actor. Really love listening to the guy. So with that, we have now absorbed his powers for some odd reason. Yeah, we did. So we're not just only Berserk Boy, we're now Flame Drill as well. That was the name of the boss, but he's gone. We've taken his orb. Now we have flame drilling powers, which means we have a lot of firepower. Please, somebody stop me. Anyway, I was going to explain. There's a couple of things here. Oh, there's a couple of things here in these stages. Buttons, things. But now we have also access to other power, which allows us to dig. Just remember, anything you see a lightning symbol for, that is where I need to use the lightning form. So the lightning form cannot, unfortunately, get through that. And that was one of the first times you're going to see Flame Drill. You're going to see him a lot more. Flame Drill allows us to, you know, fly through the stage. Grab that one. Nice. Okay. Like this. This is Flame Drill's power. Except Flame Drill is kind of slow, so I'm going to get Hyper Drill soon enough. Hopefully. There we go. This is the first part of the Hyper Drill. Hyper Drill is basically a glitch that allows you to go insanely fast through these drill sections. Takes a little bit of time to activate though. All right, corner hop, a couple of guys here. Dive into a barrel. There we go. As you can see, we're just making do with what we have here. And this is the best example of a Hyper Drill we're going to get. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to get as many of these orbs as possible because I want an ability, and this ability is called a Double Dash. Now, you've seen me fly, right? Well, Double Dash basically enhances that. Steve, don't touch me. I don't want Radius right now. Oh, that was a bounce. As you can see, your dash can refresh once you hit, say, a certain threshold. Hello, thank you. There we go. Yeah, so what I was trying to explain is your dash can refresh once you hit a certain enemy. Okay, this is really scary. Nah, I'm just joking. You just dust underneath it, and you instantly get like... you can skip that spike section. You'd think you need the fire, but no, you don't. So every time you land on the floor, you also refresh the dash. So sometimes you'll see me land in spikes, which is specifically done so I can refresh and dash again. But there's a couple of things. Oh, wait, I have a bit of a superstition here. This is a worm boss. And as we all know, worms are sensitive to vibrations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay very quiet and hope he doesn't notice me. Ah, pretty close, pretty close. Okay, so this is the second best pattern. I'm equipping the Flame Drill because Flame Drill is basically the strongest ability I've got right now. He's gonna, whoa! Okay, this pattern is something he hasn't given me. Okay. So we went from second best to worst in like an instant. Oh! That's okay, it's all part of the run. So he's weak to Flame Drill, and Flame Drill can basically mess him up. But Flame Drill's special costs exactly 2 Berserk bars, 2. So I have like a dark purple bar in the lower left corner and a one that turns more pink. And the pinkish basically means it's 2. And to activate Flame Drill's special, I need 2. It's a very tight corner I can stand on there. So I don't have to, you know, use all the other special things around it. Cancel the Donkey Kong barrel, so we instantly dash away. But yeah, you need 2 of those bars to activate Flame Drill's special to, you know, pretty kill him quickly. And do a bit of a ladder zip here. Okay, there we go. Now we activate the door, which is in the left room. But this one is like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Intruder alert! So for our avid viewers among us, there is something in the bottom left corner, if you can see it. It's a small timer, and it says 28 seconds. If I want to, I can just have the same enemy stand here for like forever, just past 28 seconds, and then just leave. It's entirely possible. But however, do you see these blue orbs? Yeah, I want those. Let's see. Quickly activate one of those door buttons here, and with that we are already gone to the next stage. Give me that. Thank you. Whew. Let's see. The end time gives me a bit of an idea of how bad or how well a stage went. This is not too shabby, if I say so myself. C rank, nice.
Are you ready to head out?
All right, let's grab on to mission 5. We are technically 1/3 of the way there, I guess. But yeah, we are now in Ice Kunai stages. So the game has 5 chapters with 3 stages segmented in each, and everything has its elemental theme. And usually the second stage allows you to go off with a dash right at the start, which is really nice. I'm trying to get around this guy here. Okay, that's good. Let me get out through. Oh, lightning wire. Let me through. Oh, let me grab that. There we go. But yeah, so we're in the Ice Kunai stages, and the Ice Kunai ability is something we really want because it's going to be integral for the next set of chapters we're going to go through. So if you've heard of elevators, yeah, we're mostly skipping those. They just slow you down, they lock you up, and it's going to be GG from that point on. Lightning wire. You see a couple of these platforms here, but I'm going to activate them later. They are flame drill platforms. If you stand on them and use a flame drill part, you are basically good to go. Because it teleports you, well, not to teleport you, it allows you to use flame drill's abilities to go from point A to point B. And sometimes, oh, this is a little tricky. Activating hyper drill as much as possible here. There we go. But we're going to skip most of those and actually use those springs because there's just enough space to get into the lightning wires and then move on. So hang on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, there's going to be a bit more staging over here. So if the host has anything to say right now, this would be the right time.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to remind everyone of our beautiful and amazing incentives we have open right now. We have a bid war for my run later tonight, Red Out 2, if you want me to run the game forwards or reverse. Currently, Revert has a small lead of 20 versus forward of 15. There's also a bid war for Devil May Cry for the legendary cutscene. We're 60 euros away from reaching that one. And by the way, if we only have 5 more euros, we've reached a grand total of 400 for this event already. And back to you.
All right, just in time actually, because we're right up the way for our next mid-boss, which is, I think if you noticed the spider one before, you might get into a pattern that you have this one. However, this one, it doesn't really matter what we do. This guy is just the worst, honestly. He's going to give us the worst pattern right off the start. He has too much defense. We don't have his weakness. That's something for New Game Plus, honestly. So yeah, we're going to hit him as much as possible. Funnily enough, using Lightning Justice's form is actually the strongest form to use here. Unless he goes into a specific state, which he didn't give us right now, so that's okay. So as you can see, we're just standing here. Now, there's one thing I forgot to mention. The dash ability has a very interesting property in that the fact that it has invincibility frames if you try to go through things. So once you saw me dashing up, that's basically avoiding this worm's attack, because what happens is the worm has a very telegraphed final part of his head. During the attack, he will actually just rubber band towards you to very effectively and very efficiently try to eliminate you. So he's going to trick you right there. So in this game, there's a couple of things called Pavlov traps as well. This is one of them. It intends you to move towards the right It basically incentivizes for you to do a different action. Like the game teaches you, and then you get into a certain rhythm, and the game actively tries to break that rhythm at certain points, and it's up to you to actually remind yourself of it. Like, oh yeah, this is coming. Also, Dian rank, nice. Oh, come on, come on. No. There we go. Mission 6. So that's going to be the final part of the Ice Kunai stages. We're going to be introduced to, I think this is our first auto-scroller sections. Yeah. And I'm going to show you a quick trick later on that's also going to be very important in the 3rd chapter. But first we have to get through this couple snow layers here. Boing. As you can see, lightning wires quickly sweeping up, making quick work of this situation, trying to activate as many as possible. Just, you know, quick dashes here and there. Okay, got it. I'm gonna grab these orbs. I have a feeling I'm gonna need these orbs. So I'm just gonna slow down here and there. So this is another gauntlet, except now we have Flame Drill's powers. And with Flame Drill, we can, of course, dive in the ground, but also we can go above. And when we go up, he basically gives us an uppercut. Wow, he punched me out of the air. How dare he? Come on, stop doing that. Thank you. I'm not a punching bag. And if I would be, I wouldn't be there punching bag. Wait a little bit, there's an invisible wall there. So this is an infinite jump trick, which is basically allowing you to wheel cancel into another section. Which, you know, as you can imagine, that would be really fun if we actually had more uses for it. I'm not gonna lie. There's only like a couple of uses where we can use the infinite jump. We've gotten to a point where we can basically just dash everywhere we need already. So as you can see, these spikes, they look kind of dangerous, but they don't kill you. There are, of course, instant kill spikes later down the line. You've already seen them in the 1st chapter with the moving spike blocks. Now, this is Dizzy. Dizzy got tired of being, you know, a researcher at home. We finally are on an auto-scroller. And something I usually tend to do is, I call this, listen to the sound of my people. There's a wonderful engine sound that goes like vroom, vroom, vroom on the background. And those are a bundle of Stalker orbs. You know, we have more auto-scrollers in this. We know how this goes. Dizzy is actually the one taking control of her guns in front. I'm just standing there. Goodbye, Stalker Orb. This is the part where I'm talking about. Vroom. Okay, I'm gonna try and do something that's not marathon friendly. Hello, Flying Dizzy. Hi. I just wanted to show this off, sorry. Let's go continue. The boss room is right around the corner, so we're going off to Ice Kunai. Hello, Ice Kunai. Let's skip your introduction. You use ice powers, and I'm trying not to get frozen by her, because if she freezes you, yeah, you can understand the issue. Okay, that's a little bit different than usual. She has her own Berserk move. There we go. That was a pretty good fight. I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't get frozen. I only took damage once. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. But yeah, she's basically the lazy type. I call her Crystal. She just has something with ice. I don't know. Can anybody explain me with this? I guess that's why she controls ice, right? 130. Not too bad. Dying rank again. There we go. Loading. Usually after every type, there you get a small invasion, as you see right here. We now have the Ice Kunai ability, which instantly obliterates those flame enemies, as you can see. So now the form swapping is becoming a much bigger part of the game. Because now we're form swapping, trying to kill enemies as fast as possible while still trying to get through this. Also, can I note, this is the 2nd invasion. Hello? Are we this weak? How many times is this gonna happen? Like, come on, man, defend your base. What is this kind of a joke, you know? Okay, so with that, we are quickly getting through the invasion. Punch this guy. He has no idea why he's there. Very cool music by the composer. I think it's the same composer as who did Sonic Mania as well. Oh, that was a rare move. We're going to skip that. We're going to warp. We're going to ignore all the goodness. We just got a new form. We're just going to say, hi, General. Goodbye, General. Next chapter. So the next chapter is going to introduce us to a lot of ice kunai. This is basically the Earth stages, as I like to call them. I don't know why they're called the Earth stages anyway. I'm probably terrible at naming them. But yeah, as you can see, Ice Kunai has the ability to dash through enemies, but it costs a lot of energy. As you can see on the blue meter in the top left. That's going to keep you up at night, I guess. But it also has a better ability, which is namely instantly the ability to just warp us down. Let me grab this. I knew it. I knew it. Huh. Quickly grab these. Nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the next part is going to be a bit of staging. So, host, take it away.
All right, thank you. I have here a free Euro donation from Sewer Husk, which reads, Giga Chad, Ice Stage versus Soyjack, City Level. Didn't want to distract you, but there it goes. Good luck. I'm glad you listened to my advice about wearing glass for the run. I can see it impacting your performance. You're doing really good so far, by the way. And the rest of the text reads, sorry about your house in Terraria. With that, back to you.
Okay, so the house in Terraria is basically a side joke. But thank you, Husk. I'm trying not to get distracted. This stage is very special in the fact that I'm trying to maintain my Berserk energy level as low as possible. Oh. As you can see, I'm going through these stages as much as possible already. What I'm trying to do here is, get through these stages, not waste Berserk energy, because I want them for a turtle quick kill. It would be great if I could show that off, I'm not gonna lie. But it's a pretty hard one to get. There we go, bounce up. There we go, there's a bit of a gauntlet. This gauntlet is going exceptionally well, finally. There we go, quickly bash back. As you can see, sometimes I transform out of the blue. There's a couple of platforms here. Please don't kill me. Thank you. There's the checkpoint right here, ladder zip. Ow. But yeah, what happens is, I almost forgot to mention it. I actually forgot to mention it while explaining it, so if anybody can remember me, that would be great. But yeah, moving. Oh yeah, the platform changes. The platform changes are basically suggestions. As in, they try to move you from A to B. They can forcefully transform you if you stand on them, but it's not required. It's basically just an extra, honestly. So as you can see, Ice Kunai ability also has the ability to hang, which is very important. But we're at the mid-boss right now. Give me a second. Okay, this almost... I need to step just forward just a little bit. Just But yeah, this is a turtle. I'm going to try for the quick kill. So what I'm trying to do here is time my Berserk moves to deal as much damage as possible. Oh, yes! Okay, so this is a hard one to get. You only have like a couple of kunai left to throw, and you need to get the proper distance to quick kill him just there. Normally, he would go through, oh, I have a laser, oh, I have giant bombs, and I have like other things that are like hugely explosive, and we just skipped all of that. That just saves another couple of 30 seconds, so we're off to a good start.
Are you ready to head out?
Yes, we are ready to head out. Give me to mission 8, thanks. Okay, so mission 8 is also going to repeat the boss, but this time he's going to be weak to Ice Kunai, which makes him a lot faster. But 3-1 down, I am very happy with that. That usually is like a demon stage of mine. 3-1 usually has like a tendency to one-up me some way or the other. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. No Steve, no touch. Now, as you can see, once you dash through an enemy, you still have like a little bit of a leeway to actually choose a direction. And if you pair that with, if you pair that extra dash, say with something else, you get like a little bit of extra distance here. Okay, I'm going to try something new here. Ooh, that was dangerous. I might not make it, which would be pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me focus for a second. I'm gonna take it a little bit safer here. Marathon safety is important. Ah, there we go, checkpoint. Whew. So, Ice Kunai form is actually weak against these flames you saw just earlier. What happened is while I dash down straight into the flames, I'm taking double damage from the flames more than I normally would. So quickly swapping around. As you can see, form changing is like really integral at this point. Okay, so this is a bit of a cool part. Watch this. We're taking the invincibility frames and then quickly dashing through these. And quickly taking that part, diving into the Ice Kunai orb. There we go. And this is the one and only time you're going to see me use this. There is a strategy by buying early double dash sooner, but that involves ignoring the 50% purchase we just, you know, bought earlier. And that 50% energy discount is a thing. Okay, turtle. Whew. I'm going so fast, it's hard to keep up with myself. I've never had to do that before. Okay, so let's quickly move to this. Move to the center. Berserk this one. Get hit forward. Position. And there we go. That one's down so much easier. Trust me, when you play this game and you use Ice Kunai in this form, you'll be surprised by how fast he's going to go down. Grab this one. Quickly use this. Kunai platforms. There we go. Okay, so coming up next is an infinite jump trick. Oh, if I would, you know, ignore Steve there. So usually you need a different ability for this platform, but yeah. Something about platforms and platforming where you can skip like sections? That sounds like a good time, right? So that's what we're doing right here. Quick bit of Ice Kunai right here, get through those gates, and stage complete. Catching a little bit of breath here. And I think with that, we are off already to the final stage of... No, the final stage? I said final, not the second one again. So the final stage is actually laid out. We're going to go after Soaring Wind, which I call Trish. And in it, she just hid herself behind two switches. Like, I don't understand the function between that, but hey, it works, right? So what we're going to do is use our teleport abilities to max and actually unlock 2 gates and then teleport back each time, because we need to unlock both doors, which of course are locked behind gauntlets. Of course. Trish is not gonna make it easy on me. She just does, she's also a very, very strong... Would you float a little bit more down? Thank you. Trish is actually a very strong character, so... Oh, no, no, not my control! It's a death warp, I'm sorry. Okay, please speak up if I got you with that, because I'm trying to... Okay, let's see. A couple of Ice Kunai steps over here, quickly dashing over there. Grab the checkpoint, because there's this thing. I haven't explained it yet. It's hard to keep up with that. If you hit a checkpoint, you will save up all the blue orbs you've saved up till then. If you die, you lose all the blue orbs you've obtained until then. And as you can see, I'm trying really hard to gain as many of those blue orbs as possible, because the next shop trip will determine if we can buy the double dash instantly. And I'm kind of nervous. I'm a little bit nervous we might not make it, especially since we just, you know, just died. So it's going to be really tight every time I try to go for this. Okay, quickly activate it. That activates that door, but it's timer locked, so you have to be a little bit crazy to go for it. And hyper drill our way through. There we go. Quickly dive straight here. No Steve, no touching. I don't know what Steve has. I think he's like the annoying fan. If you've ever played Oblivion and you know about the annoying fan, that's Steve. You don't want Steve. Okay, right. Teleport straight back, going for the other switch, because the game tells you switch 2, which we just activated, is actually the first switch we're not supposed to activate. Oh, that's the wrong form. Yes, thank you. And then quickly use the side on the barrel. It's actually faster to not travel by barrel. So it's faster to shoot yourself out of the barrel and then just go using your own falling down option with Ice Kunai. As you can see, it's pretty fast. Just gonna casually jump this. Nice. And then quickly hyper drill through these sections. Oh, don't forget about the orbs, Dyan. Don't forget about the orbs, Dyan. They are really important. I'm gonna need the money to buy a house, to save for my retirement fund. No. This is another one of those Pavlov traps. See? It actually this time rewards you with a symbol. It's a Berserk Boy symbol. You can collect 75 of them. Except the fact that we don't really need them for any percent. So it's a bit of a waste, but I think I can grab one in the next chapter. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna grab these real quick. This one is actually fast enough to just hang around. Nice. Okay, activate the button. Nice, we got the double dash in. It's a bit of a tight window to get a bit of an extra dash in. So with that, we have unlocked both buttons. And now we can go on to Soaring Wind, who's hiding behind this drill wall. And she's just all over the place. But we're just going to skip her introduction. Just remember, she is very strong. However, she has one tiny little weakness. Ice Kunai. Let me just activate Ice Kunai right away, right? This is something we discovered a while back. You can basically infinite dash in her. And then quickly go up and down. Oh, almost missed it. There we go. She's one of the very few bosses that you can instantly skip. So this quick kill is kind of hard to execute because you have to time the your special move, and you have to use your the special move, and you have to chase after her. So now we have Soaring Wind's ability. Let me get up here. Ow. No headbutt. You bad. Okay, so there's 3 enemies to the left. We have another invasion, which basically teaches you about, the ability you've just gotten if you want to be taught about it. We don't. We're just going to use Lightning Justice about... Yeah, that's the right distance. Quickly making work of these invasions here. I'm just going to try and get through this as well as possible. Grabbing these blue orbs. I have a faint feeling I don't have enough. I'm afraid of it. It's my biggest fear. So I'm just going to say it out loud and hope it goes away. Grab this one. Normally you would, you see me using Lightning Justice instead of, oh wait, there's one more here. You see me using Lightning Justice instead of Flame Drill for like the fire weak enemies. That's because swapping these forms right now, we have an extra form, so it makes no sense to actually swap into those now. It takes more time swapping into them than actually getting out of them. So Lightning Justice remains a pretty dominant strategy right now. Got it? Got it. Nice. Skip that cutscene. Good. Bye. So instead of just traveling back, we just, take a quick dive, and then suddenly we're allowed to back to warp. We have enough orbs. I am so happy. Dude. There we go. We have the double dash. Kinda had to be careful not to press multiple times because this game has an extra ability. Whew. This game has the extra ability that once in this shop, you can also disable your upgrades. So it's really great if you want to practice or go through certain stages, because then you can just deactivate your abilities. So therefore, I have a couple of save files set up, to make sure I'm getting through it fine. So this is the Sky Fort. We're instantly getting into the auto-scroller section. Tells you about Soaring Wings' ability. This is your backtracking tool. This is the tool you want. We're going to grab that for swag. This is the tool you want because this allows you the power of flight. And as you can see, flying through certain stages seems, kind of like a really good thing to do. Also, these stages have like the best track ever. Anyway, bit of a mini-boss. No more Stalker Orbs. Get rid of the lightning wires. But we have the double dash right now. So let me just show you what that entails, rather than, you know, telling you about it. You, go. I didn't ask for you. Leave. Thank you. Forcefully evicted, as I like to call it then. Air battles are a bit wonky here and there, at least to my taste. I've always had trouble with air battles, not even in this game. But yeah, moving on. We're instantly swapping, and as you can see what it does, when you have 50% discount and more dash, right? Now the game kindly tells you this is Soaring Wind's ability. I'm just gonna do that because I know these floors are very known to, yeah, let's just say they work like a vacuum. And with the double dash, we can safely now actually just entirely fly over pits with just the lightning justice form. That means that we have some speed to go through. A couple of buttons here. There we go. Whew. Now, one of those platforms you saw there, that was a Soaring Wind platform, and as you can see, it instantly gets us back as fast as we can. Okay, double dash. Oh, I said double dash. Thank you. One. It happens. It happens. That's all good. We got there in the end. That's what matters. So we still need a couple of blue orbs. There's the final shopping trip heading for us. So yeah, I'm going to show you something really cool in this elevator, which I personally saw from Django. Django is like a great challenge runner of this game. He does like no damage runs, for example, and all those other things. All those other things. And he just taught me about this. This is called an elevator stacking. So what you can see is all these enemies are just programmed to go here, which results in this really cool explosion that just makes them all evaporate all at once. Thank you, Django. That's just so gorgeous. Oh. So there we go. Quickly go up here. I'm gonna take the safety. You can go. Oh. We can go below. Quickly swapping to Soaring Wind here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Lightning tube us. See, we don't need to fly. We can just now use the enemies to just propel us into a direction. We're good. It's another F word. I'm sorry. I just had to stay silent. Okay, focus for this. Okay, so that part is a bit tricky because you're literally playing with fire. The flames are literally tickling my butt, and I don't like that because those are instant kill flames. So with that, we're in a gauntlet. I see something popping up here to the left of me, so host, take it away while I go through this gauntlet.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wait, what was I going to say? I was going to say something funny. No. Anyway, we have €3 from Sewerhusk again. You've been talking a lot, by the way. And this donation reads, can someone provide Dyanketo with water? As his arch nemesis and eternal rival. I enjoy seeing him in the state, but I still love him. Screw you, Dyanketo. Is that a reference to the drill in the run?
Yeah.
And then, you're doing great. Keep it up. Good job to the organizers of this marathon and everybody involved. GG to all. Thank you. And also, we have reached a grand total of €400.
Woo! Let's go. Oh. Okay, so in this stage, you saw me do an elevator skip earlier in the previous stage. Right, there's gonna be coming one up in this stage as well, but it's a way more difficult one. I need absolute focus on that point. Nobody saw that. We'll just pretend that happened. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a second elevator skip really soon. For that, I'll announce it when it arrives. It's a bit tricky because, again, I'm playing at that point with fire. That's a bit scary. Okay, double dash allows us to do this, which basically means Soaring Wind is now homeless. I'm sorry, Soaring Wind. And then again, oh, no. We are not doing that today here. Thank you. Checkpoint was right there, as you can see. So I'm going to go for a double spike skip first. This is a little bit of a scary trick because I'm doing this. Falling here, changing to soaring wind, avoiding these spikes. It's about the next ones. Yes, got it. Okay, that's very scary because those are instant kill spikes and they put you all the way back. And I don't like that. Ooh. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a little bit more encouragement. So that is a bit of a shortcut right there. We have this perfectly stage that tells you where to go, but we just, you know, do our own thing. Ooh, that's a bit of low health. I have to be careful. Don't touch me. Thank you. I'm just gonna walk for this. Okay, we got through it safely. Better safe than sorry, right? I need those orbs. Quickly swapping to the Ice Kunai, getting rid of that one. The checkpoint is right around the corner, so there's a... Steve, thank you for that health. That's not an F word, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's go. That's just why I try to avoid Steve. Steve always brings bad luck and tries to distract me. I was like, oh, hard orb, but these lightning wires, as you can see, are pretty timed. And if you do it on the right timing, you can get there through it really nice. Oh yeah, this is the second elevator skip. Give me a second. Okay, we got through that. That is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. Glad I got that first try. Simply, you know, again, they're... Oh, thanks, game. I was not ready for that, but that platform helped me out. I was going to use it for this segment anyway. You don't have enough health to damage boost this. No matter how hard you try, you're not fast enough yet. But with that, we are through on the most scary part of the stage. And we're going back right into another auto-scroller mini-boss, which, you know, could be pretty cool. While we jam, of course, to this music. But yeah, there's not much to say here. It's an auto-scroller. I can introduce you to mini-boss, and let's hope, actually, he's going to give you good RNG. I've not been able to show it off yet, not even on my own streams. I think I got it once offline. There's like this little pattern. He moves up and down. Okay, so there's this flying ship. If you've played Mega Man ZX Advent, this ship kind of looks like it, you know? See? He looks like the Guardian ship. So what you want him to do, or you want the ship to do, is to keep on doing this pattern while we just, you know, upfront bash it. He's a bit of a bullet sponge. The shield can also remove projectiles, so I'm trying to get as much damage in as possible. If he starts blinking, yeah, that's a bad pattern. So what happens right now is just he's just gonna go back. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna chill him. Yeah, that's his jam. So we're just quickly gonna activate another shield, deal a little bit of extra damage. So what I'm trying to do here is control the pattern of the bullets by slowly tapping up and down. And with that, our mini boss is, you know, pretty much gone. Which leaves us with time to bail. So what the good pattern actually entails is that he just keeps on firing, but that never happens. I wish I could have said that has never happened before, but unfortunately it's the opposite. So yeah, there's a couple of lightning wires here. Moving on to the last part of this stage. And with the hardest stage next actually coming up in the entire run. Ooh, yeah. Scary. A little bit moving. There we go. Quickly swapping around to another form again. As you can see, Double Dash is just allowing us to instantly skip through all of these segments. Grab the little side wall here. There we go. Also, a little side note is once K actually goes into the floor, he says, "Drill claws!" Or as everybody else calls it, "Grandpa!" So every time he goes through it, it's like, "Grandpa!" And with that, we're diving into another gauntlet section. Now these guys right here, they're you know, very energetic. They don't feel like giving up. And honestly, I don't blame them. But you're faced with Flame Drill's claws. I haven't talked about this specific energy before. He has a little bit of habit of losing his shield and just be like, yeah, that's a thing. Once he loses his shield, he actually kind of loses his faith as well, which is kind of sad to see. Poor guy. I wish I could, you know, encourage him a little bit. So we're going to fly right out of here. And then dash straight through here as well. I'm going to try a little... Oh, okay, we got it. As you can see, you can get squished between the floor and the spike. So what I did was basically a spike exit that allows me to exit the thing a little bit faster so I don't fly up as high as Flame Drill to get through the stage. So I prevented myself getting squished. Oh, there we go. And we're off to our 4th boss stage. This is the most difficult of them all. I'm afraid I'm going to lose the most time here because we're going to try a couple of auto-scroller skips. They basically involve moving doors that you didn't trigger. Think about the elevator segment for a bit. So the thing we do for the elevator skip is basically the same thing we do for the auto-scroller skip. Okay, there we go. Nice, grab the extra health. Get underneath here. Let's bring you down with us. Yeah, we're good guys now, I think. Don't dump the storyline there. Okay, so we're almost... Oh, I got bitten by Steve. I have Rabies now. I need to get my Rabies shots. Anyway, this is the auto-scroller skip, basically. As you can see, there's a platform there earlier. If you have played this game before... Oh. Silly spike. Now, if you've played the game before... you'll notice that those spikes can definitely interfere with your plans. So I'm just going to grab this extra safety health here. But that was one of the auto-scroller skips. I say one of them because this stage has many of them. Many. Okay, that's a bit of an overstaging. This is another one. This is also a pretty scary one because I have to time this. The floor here is very... how do you say this? The floor is just made to, you know, pick you up. And you'll see it in this section. Hopefully not. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is use infinite jump and time this at the same time. Okay, let's just reset that. So what I'm going to do here is we avoid the trigger. I'm going to throw the kunai, throw up here, and then going to use infinite jump to trigger all of these lightning wires. But the floor is especially treacherous. So you sometimes see me float. Okay, there's a second part to this that I cannot fail, otherwise I start back at the other point again. But yeah, the floor here in this game is pretty treacherous. It has a tendency to pull you down from heights which you did not expect before, for example. And that's the biggest problem, but we got through it just fine, as you can see. So we're quickly... Oh. As soon as I use the word quick, have you guys noticed it? As soon as I use the word quick, the game is... No! This is exactly what I was talking about. As soon as I use the word quick, things go wrong. That's actually a good point to, you know, use for next time. Okay, so what you're trying to do here is you dash through these and... RNG manipulation, everyone. RNG manip. It's okay, it's okay. It's just funny it happened at the same pit twice. Oh, okay. We took the safety step. We're good. So I was talking about the auto-scroller skip before, right? Now this one is a little bit silly because we have to take this. As you can see, these are spiked platforms and there's no way to get around this, especially because the floor works like a vacuum. It likes to suck you up. Yeah, I said it. I wanted to say it for the entire time. I've done it. Happy? Anyway, we're just almost through, because what happens is once you do this skip, you're going to have to fly through this blindly. As you can see, that causes a little bit of glitching, so I just went through an entire room blindly. Whew, that was difficult. Okay, this is Gray. Gray is the biggest time waster of all. He has a lot of invisibility frames, and I like to make fun of him. He's called after a certain character in Mega Man ZX Advent. Hello. Hello. We're gonna set up the quick kill. We're gonna quickly throw out a boomerang. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a bit of Berserk energy. Please work. Nice. Okay, so when he flies up in the top left corner, he is waiting and he's charging. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be super strong. I'm gonna use my certain attack. And the power attack of your soaring wind form takes forever. You're just standing there. You go like, wah, wah, wah. And then you can finally try and thrust him. But it takes like 3 to 4 seconds to set up. So while he's flying there, you can actually set it up and get the Berserk energy at the same time, which is a really neat thing to have. Let me grab this one, because these, if you've seen them before, I haven't had the chance to explain them. Those enemies need 2 hits. 1 to open up their shield and 1 to, break them. Hello, this is what I'm talking about. You can basically chain them forever with Ice Kunai. Yeah, it's a pretty fun trick to try and get, because it's really hard to do, but it's very satisfying because you just keep on hitting them and they just will not break. Unless someone proves me otherwise. I mean, this game is still fairly new. It was released on the March of 6th this year. And we've already been pushing the game to, like, I would say pretty high limits. There's only a couple of things left that are currently undetected, flying under the radar. One of them is downward zips. We have not figured out how to downward zip yet. And there's a couple of other skips that we have yet to, fully elaborate on. But this is another invasion. I'm just gonna, let it be. If host has anything to say, that would be great.
Yes, I have a lot of things to talk about. I would like to remind you that if you like on-site speedrunning events and you would like to see more, our brothers in the United Kingdom are also hosting UKSG Blue 2024 in Glasgow. And that event runs in, I almost misread it, 12th and 13th of October this year. Submissions are open until July 5th, so if you're in the UK and you want the speedrunning event, definitely check that out. They'll be raising money for Crisis. And with that, back to you.
All right. Well, with the invasion we just had, we got a bit of cash. And with that cash, we're going to upgrade the final suit. Because the final suit is actually opposite of what all the other suits do. All the other suits give you like mobility, power, and speed, and like accuracy, and all that cool stuff. Well, this final suit is actually from Gray, and it's the slowest in the entire game, but man, is it strong. It is a tank. It is a walking tank. This thing absolutely obliterates bosses, mini-bosses, anything. So, of course, you're going to get it like super late in the game. So we're just going to fly over pits with her double dash ability. Let me fly. Oh, no. Okay, well, there we go. But yeah, back on the tank part. This thing, as you can see, it's now our go-to for gauntlets. And you see me swap left and right because we bought abilities. And the final ability of this is called Infinite Ammo, but I didn't buy it. There's this thing that you can use. And it only works if you buy the second to last upgrade that allows you to actually swap between abilities and just instantly reload on its own. So you don't need infinite ammo if you can just, forcefully gain yourself some infinite ammo, I guess? So that saves you time, money, and allows us to buy a health upgrade, which we definitely desperately need, what I don't want to talk about. But yeah, this final stage is definitely made to show off all the forms. It is really compact. It is designed to, move around as many forms as possible. Okay, there we go. Nice, we skipped both that subsection there. But yeah, gray form, walking tank. Just remember that. We're going to use it to shred just about everything in our path, if so needed, required. It's also a door opener, as you can see, which is a bit of a shame. Such a strong ability. Such cool music. Bye, Steve. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. There we go. Right underneath. Oh, got it. So I was trying to focus on that segment for a bit, just for another spike skip. We're gonna have a couple more in these stages. So yeah, of course, a gauntlet will have more enemies, but we're going to take care of them like this. Quickly reload, fire them off. Bye. It's actually possible to use 2 buttons at once to actually go completely insane. Oh, hang on. But it's of no use to us right now. It does work on the final boss, though. And I can tell you right now, if you have infinite ammo, that final boss is not going to be happy once you use, like, multiple tapping techniques. He's just going to be sitting there like, okay, thanks for the trillion bullets you just thrown my way. Okay, there we go. I think my control is starting to fail a bit. I have to be a little bit careful. Anyway, with that, our final stage, the first of the 3 final stages are done. We are now in the final stages. If I forgot to mention that, I'm trying to keep you up to speed while trying to keep myself up to speed as well. So with that, we are going to move on to the next, to final last stage. It's going to be a bit of a trick, I guess. I hope I can get a couple of things right, especially with the 2 doors. We're good to go. Okay, there we go. As you can see, the first set of stages are always, the second stage is always like the fastest set that you can get through. Quickly activate Hyper Drill here. You know, saves so much time. We don't really need the blue orbs anymore, but they do regenerate the energy. And if you are as Flame Drill in a flame drilling section and you are running out of blue energy, oh boy, do I have news for you. GG. So sometimes it's really useful to grab those as much as you can. 1, 2. Bit of an extended dash. Just gonna fire away at these guys. Okay, there we go. This 5th stage feels a bit like an intermission, honestly, because it goes pretty fast. We use rail dashes here. Whew. But yeah, the thing we're going to see in a bit is mostly Ice Kunai work. This stage heavily favors Ice Kunai. Hello, thank you. But yeah, it's mostly dashes at this point. There's not much I can tell about, except for certain segments right here, for example. Quickly diving, flying over these spikes, making my way through, you know, flying over spikes, you know, something that you would normally do on a Saturday morning breakfast. Oh, if you hyper drill, let me explain that. If you hyper drill into those platforms, if you go with like 3 or 4 dashes per second on such a platform, they will not intentionally kill you once you hit them normally. But if you hit them while hyper drilling, you are basically as good as dead. Okay, there we go. We now have to activate 2 little buttons in this stage. Think about it as Soaring Winds this stage. So right now we're bashing right our way into these. So this activates 1 door. He's still standing there breakdancing. He's like, oh yeah, breakdance. Ooh, come on. So this is definitely a Ice Kunai segment. Quickly throw a kunai, activate it just a little bit faster. Activate the 2nd door. Now we can go. On our way to the gauntlet. Yeah, take that. Ooh, spiky. Let's grab that, just for safety. Who needs elevators when you can beat an elevator? Yeah. Okay. Hi, guys. Have I told you about infinite ammo yet? Because they keep trying. It's a glitch in the Matrix. And with that, the stage is over. And if you think there's a secret to the right of this, well, play the game for yourself. You'll find out. 128 is not too bad. C rank. Ah, I want a D rank. Fits Dyanketo so much better. And with that, we are ready to go to the final stage, mission 15. Whew. This has been a ride. If I look at it a little bit to the left, I can see we're at 107. So I'm going to say we're pretty good on time on my end, I feel like. It went better than expected. But yeah, the final stage introduces you to a couple of things. We're just going to cancel the Donkey Kong barrel. We're going to hit the lightning wire here, drop down, lightning wire, drop down, lightning wire, go up, switch to ice kunai mode, and quickly grab the Donkey Kong barrel. Oh, door over here, go through there, swap back. So I need to activate this door, electricity, and with, of course, your lightning justice ability, you see sometimes these lines. I'm a little bit late on explaining them, but you basically create a line which you can use to fire off some electricity towards it. So you hit them with a dash, and then you can fire off electricity. Think Gunvolt. Think Gunvolt. Or Copen, rather. Okay, using a quick fall there. Then we're going to go up. There we go. Steve, that's one of the final Steves. Goodbye, Steve. It was nice knowing you. Not. I like to keep Steve far away from me. I mean, who wouldn't want a rabies-infested dog? He's a good boy. He does what he needs to do, but man, am I not ready for the Steve. No. Oh, that was the final Steve. Okay, so this is a pretty scary segment right here. This is a double spike skip. Let me... Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, we got both of them. That's pretty tricky. I have a pretty good track record of it right now, but I can tell you how many times I've died already on this, and it's quite a lot. Because especially if you have like two spikes chasing you, ooh, brother. Two. So far, so good. Let me just not say that out loud. The self-jinx has been real today. Okay, so this has been made to go really nicely diagonal. Developer put a lot of time and thought into it, and we just go up. I'm sorry, Sue. So, oh, last final hyper drill section, I think. No, there's one more. It's right after the elevator. Now, for all time's sakes, we're just gonna use flame drill. You can choose whatever form. You can even skip or ignore the entire elevator, hang towards the top left at the entire time. It's an elevator. It spawns enemies. It's the final stage. I wish I could down zip. There we go. Okay. There we go. Got it. Double dash. No! The amount of times I've touched death today, far closer than I would like to. Okay, here we go. Final segment. That's the last checkpoint. Switch to ice, quickly get rid of these blocks, double dash here, quickly go to soaring wind. There we go. And then we have another elevator skip. Hey, actually this was found after I showed Django like, hey, you can skip elevators. I never thought to skip that specific elevator because for some odd reason I'm going to go for the cool strat. Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty dangerous as you can see. And I'm going to try, I hope I can get it. I'm going to try for a final boss skip. Now let me focus for just a second, because if I get this, I can skip over 30. Oh! You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to, I have a little bit of time left. I'm just going to jump off and try it again. Now, as you can see, the final boss, you can kill him pretty quickly if you keep doing that. But I'm trying to do the final boss skip. It's pretty difficult. So I'm actually using my D-pad for this. Ah! How much time do I have? Okay, I can do one more try, and then I'm just gonna end the final boss, make it real quick. Like I mentioned, it's pretty tricky because you have to do a couple of inputs at the same time. Give me my damage. Yeah. Not now. Oh, I'm sorry, Kay. I'm so sorry. Yes! Okay. So what happens now is that the game kind of, you know, tries to confuse itself. It doesn't really know what's going on, and it just gives you the warning, which means you can lure the boss out of the room. But the boss is not immune to spikes. Please just jump. What happened? Is it no? It got a double KO. Okay, so it can happen if you get a double KO, get reset. But I'll just end the final boss. So what you try to do is once he actually jumps into either the spikes or the pit, you can press start, skip, and then it would be time. But right now we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So even though you thought you got it, it's still not over yet because you have to precisely... There we go. And time. Whew. You know what I just realized? We killed the final boss of the game. I never introduced you guys to it. Just think, evil scientist takes over the world, makes shades like the dark energy manipulation, and then tries to invade you with it. That's basically his plan, to gain control of as many Berserk orbs as possible and use it to create, of course, the ultimate power. Think Sonic, think Chaos Emeralds, and you're pretty much set. So yeah, that was it from me. I'd like to do a couple of shout-outs if I have time. All right, I got the good signal. I am pretty forgetful, so it's sometimes a miracle I can speedrun. So I actually made notes this time. So I'd like to do a shout out for BSG. Thanks you guys for having me. It's a pleasure to always perform on site as well as online as well. I'd like to do a shout out to my wife. She's always pretty supportive. To the Berserk Boy community and to Zu, the developer of the game, and Sheila Atisham. She is the #1 fan and supporter of the entire game. May she rest in peace. And with that, I am done. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for showing off Berserk Boy any %. That was a great run. That was really fast. Lots of hyper drilling. Anyway, we're gonna go into a short intermission, and when we're back, we're gonna play some ads as well, by the way, just so you know. When we're back, we're gonna have Fexterra run Rayman 100% DSI. So stay tuned.